One spark, one flame, and then everything. In a matter of hours, a single undetected ember can mutate into a catastrophic wall of fire that alters global weather patterns.
The Adelaide Hills have not seen fires like this for more than 30 years. The hot, windy conditions have eased a little, prompting officials to lower the fire danger rating from the highest level.
Last fire season alone, our planet burned through an ecosystem larger than the entire nation of India, pumping 8 billion tons of carbon dioxide directly into our atmosphere. The technology to catch these ignitions early exists. A commercial sensor mesh can pick up a smoldering fire in under 3 minutes, but that layer of safety is locked behind a premium corporate subscription model. Look at the brutal economics of disaster management. If you spot a wildfire in 2 minutes, dispatching an air tanker runs about $14,000 an hour. If your detection fails and you don't catch the fire until 3 hours, deploying a ground crew spikes to $1.3 million a week in base wage alone. Early warning saves everything downstream. The problem is excess. Enterprise monitoring networks run upward of $36 million. AI camera subscriptions cost $50,000 a year per station. If you are a rural village or a community living along a fire-prone forest boundary in a developing nation, your infrastructure budget is exactly zero. 30% of the forest fires grow completely unnoticed in their earliest stages, simply because the protection has an inaccessible price tag. So, I engineered a platform to break that barrier. This is AranyaLink. The entire node costs under $10 to build. It requires zero cellular towers, zero Wi-Fi networks, and zero cloud databases. And here is the most critical feature. It does not report to a centralized hub. Traditional hub and spoke networks rely on a master central gateway. In a wildfire, that gateway is the exact piece of infrastructure most likely to get swallowed by the advancing flames, killing the entire system instantly. AranyaLink uses a flat peer-to-peer radio protocol called ESP now. Every single node is completely independent. They all work together as a democratic swarm. When a node's heat threshold and infrared eye cross fire parameters at the exact same millisecond, it broadcasts a unique binary data packet into the air. If a neighboring node catches it, it reads its own local environment to independently verify the threat, stamping its own ID into the frame and flings it forward. The alert hops tree to tree until it exits the canopy and hits a ground control station at the perimeter, printing a GPS precise Google Maps link in under 3 seconds. I hard-coded loop prevention rings directly into the microchips. Each unit caches a rolling buffer of last 10 alerts it saw. If a packet tries to echo backwards or travel in circles, it silently gets dropped. The network channels data in one direction, out towards safety. This is where we return to the meaning of the name. Aranya is the Sanskrit word for forest. In the ancient world, it wasn't just physical geography, it was a philosophy of radical interdependence. Every element sustained the next. When you protect the forest, you protect everything the forest sustains. That is why the enclosure is built out of raw cardboard. If an open source tool is truly going to democratize conservation, its physical materials must match that promise. A roll of packing tape, a recycled container, and a household candle rubbed across the surface to fuse a waterproof wax barrier into the paper fibers can be found in any village on earth for pennies. This waxed chassis will survive storms using a tiny solar panel to keep its internal lithium battery looping indefinitely. I engineered this entire platform on my desk as a 15-year-old high school student with $10 budget and a single afternoon with no research lab, no grant funding. If this is achievable on a bedroom desk, it begs a critical question. What is stopping a nation with an entire space program and thousands of kilometers of fire vulnerable forests from deploying 10,000 of these tomorrow? Technology is not the barrier. The full code framework, connection schematics, and field guides are completely open source and live right now. Links down in the description below. Clone the repository, build a node, and plant it somewhere that needs watching. The forest doesn't wait, and now neither do we. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.